Yo, what up, YouTube gang? I'm Jay Pats, for those of you that don't know. And this week I wanted to do a little bit different of a video. So I'm gonna be showing you some of my favorite free plugins that I use all the time in my beats, except for the first one I'm gonna show you. It's pretty new, or I just found out about it recently, so I haven't used it much, but let's just get right into it. So the first one kind of seems like it could be almost like a Serato Sample type of alternative because it's a sampler. Assume what you rarely do is just drag the audio in, go to slice. It looks like it slices it for you automatically. I'm not gonna like fully break this down because I haven't even used it yet, but so you can change the playback speed, it looks like. If you click slice down here, make slices, and then it looks like there's a bunch of effects you could put on it. Oh, there you could change the chops you want it to make. That's dope. So quick auto chopping, and it looks like there's some effects you can mess with. So it looks like a pretty dope plugin. I'm definitely gonna mess with it more in the future. So then next, there's two plugins I use a lot. First one is Cymatic's Origin, which is free. And this video is not sponsored at all. These are just plugins I use a lot. I'm gonna show you this piano with and without it. They have a bunch of presets you could go through. So I think this one kind of just speaks for itself. It's almost like the tape or vinyl emulation. The second plugin I would use on a channel like this is just M Stereoscope, which is made by Melda. They have a lot of free plugins that are super dope. And this one just shows you the stereo field of the sound that you're using. You could see it's pretty stereo. I use that to see sometimes like maybe I want to widen a sound but don't want to do too much. Next one is called Bark of Dog, and this one just helps add punch to specific frequencies. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So I got this kick. So you could hear like the kick doesn't have that much low end, and in this example I want to add low end or like more of a bassier sound to the kick. So I'm gonna change the frequency down here to like maybe around 50. So watch, you'll be able to tell like right as I add a couple dB, it's definitely gonna add that low end that you want. So without it, with it. And I like keeping it subtle like that, like just adding 2 dB or so, not overdoing it. You could obviously add a lot more and just go crazy with it. There's a lot of cases you could use this in, you know, whether it's just like adding a quick little boost in a certain frequency you want, or if you sound designing, like maybe you can go crazy with this if you're trying to make new sounds, like just boost in certain areas, you know. It's a dope plugin. Next is this one called Valhalla Supermassive. I use this all the time. And it's kind of like a delay, like it has warping. It has a bunch of parameters and there's a bunch of presets you can go into, but honestly, a lot of the time the stock one sounds really good. So I'm gonna show you with and without it. So yeah, that's with and without it. I'll also just show you just one little part of the song. You can kind of hear what it's doing on the tail when I show you that, so. And you could change like the timing of the delay too. I really love that plugin. Next is a piano that I feel like no one really knows about, and this is like a super slept on free piano plugin. Like some of the presets are like overkill, but you could also adjust the parameters. Yeah, so basically it's just like a free piano plugin with a bunch of cool textures on them. So I would definitely check that out too. I use this a lot in my beats as well, especially when I'm making boom bap samples. And then finally, this is my favorite free plugin by far. I use this all the time as well. It's just got the dopest sounds. You could even see here I named it Best Sounds, and it's called Labs by Spitfire Audio. You might have heard of it before. If you haven't, or you just haven't installed it yet, get it ASAP. It's amazing. Just trying to show you random sounds. Like what? That shit's crazy. Like, bruh, come on. So you could tell, I think it's probably focused for like more cinematic type stuff, but it's amazing in my opinion. I love using this in like samples that I make and just in my beats, so definitely check that out. Oh, and then we have one final bonus plugin bundle that I just found out about. iZotope, Native Instruments, Plugin Alliance, and Brainworks are coming together, and they creating a company called Soundwide. So they just released a bunch of the plugins that those companies have for free. They have Neutron Elements from iZotope. There's 6 plugins from Plugin Alliance and Brainwork. And then Ethereal Earth. So I already have Ethereal Earth. I just downloaded these. I haven't used them yet, but I've heard from people that they super dope, and they plugins that would generally cost like $600. So yeah, definitely check that out. Download it before it expires. I think it ends April 30th or whatever. I'm not too sure exactly. So just look into that ASAP. You're watching this video for a reason anyway. So those are some of my favorite free plugins that I use in my beats and samples all the time. Hopefully there's some in there that you haven't heard of that you'll go and download. And if you dig in the content that I've been dropping, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so that you don't miss another video from me. I'm gonna keep sharing my knowledge and just helping you guys make better beats. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Jay Pats. Peace.